Hello. Let's switch over. Woo. Time to get back at it. Move my dinner over. And now my Maddie, stop. No. Ding dong. Anyway, mostly probably gonna be like jetpack stuff today. Switch over to this one. Actually, I can stay here for a minute because I need to pull up some reference. Jetpack. Here we go. Yes. Droid cam, back to that. And let's take this over here. Oh, that's heavy. Because I am, let's see, we just kind of spray the inside down here like that. And we're just going to rip through this paint. And let's hit that again down there. So much blue. And on the back, we'll get another misting of a slightly darker blue. For whatever reason, the inner area of it is darker. Maybe Mario ran out of paint. I don't know. Make sure that the blue is all nicely coated. Using the same airbrush that Mario used on the original, by the way. So that's fun. Wasn't even intentional. I just happened to already have this airbrush when I learned that it was used by both Mario and ILM. I guess there weren't many options back then on airbrushes. Okay, that should be plenty blue. Now we need to mix up a ever so slightly darker. So we're going to take some of the same blue, put in a few drops of weathered black. Because it's notably darker, but not that much darker. And it's just kind of, yeah, that'll work. Just kind of like the inner back area. Hello. At a con? I'm jealous. I want to go back. I want to go to a con. Oh, that's a little runny. Okay, we need to let that. Maddie, shut up. Probably gonna have to wipe that off, and even though it's the back, still don't really want it that drippy. Just fine. Just kind of wipe it and then hit it again. Build it up. It'll be fine. Maybe do some sanding. But for now, I just need to let that set because it is kind of a mess right now. Hit it again with a thin layer. Oh yeah, that's fine for the back. And eventually I'll probably hit it again with some straight weathered black, but for now that's fine. Screwdriver. Okay, all of that out and into the lacquer thinner where my other airbrush is currently soaking because it was being rude to me. Oh. Really should not have the lacquer center on my cutting mat. It just removes the squares. Yeah, that's good. There we go. There we go. Okay. I'll lay that down. Get this one. There, that should hopefully work a bit better now. Okay, good. Good. Let's do, see, I can put this back with the mixer. I can put this back on here. I don't know where my mixer is actually. Oh, here it is. Oh, wow, that really loosened up. Bonk. There we go. Paint mixer. And my dog better not be walking outside to bark. Okay. How is everyone? There we go. Oh, wow, my apron's all kinds of messed up. This thing does not have the best adjustable neck. Likes to fall back a lot. Okay. Goodness. What am I doing? Where am I at? Turn that light on. Jetpack. So much jetpack. I wonder if Facebook chat is working. Or should I check that? Where is... What window is it? This window. Any test? Okay, I guess it's not working again. Oh, no, there it is. It just takes a minute. So weird. So weird. Oh, right. I need to order. Delivery. Here comes a puppy. Who's there? What's up, Maddie? What's up? What's up, Otto? You ready for your dinner soon, Miss Otto? Okay, so that's all. I'm gonna flip those over just in case. Where am I at? I guess we'll go back to this camera. I got a lot going on over here. A little bit of a mess. All right, how's this looking? That definitely needs another hit of something. I guess I didn't need to put the airbrush away, or the blue, what I was using for blue, but that's fine. Hello, hello. Oh goodness. Not gonna need more of that, I guess. Oh. Oh darn, that dripped weird. That's fine. What is happening with this? I also don't have the camera showing over here. But I'm just gonna hit this with blue real quick. And then I need to let all that dry because it is still quite wet. Yoink. Let's just put you up on the drying stand thing. No, that's not actually, because the back of it is wet. Oh, jetpacks. Okay, so mission-wise, jetpack gauntlets. We'll have a full empire to start here soon. But first I need to finish, or I need to trim up some Jedi armor. Oh, got a print running. I'm gonna be redoing my dust system over there because it's not as useful, or not as, not useful, but I have plans. I also have plans to potentially motorize it because I'm lazy. And also that just sounds fun. But I have to 3D print a bunch of parts because I'm too cheap to buy them, which I mean is fine. Oh, that reminds me, I do need to slice slice one of the parts again. Dust sucking. 6-inch flange system. I need this part. Start slicing. Slice. I have to print a few of these converter adapters because I'm basically going to go from 6-inch out of the dust sucker. Right now it has a Y split that goes to 2 4-inch tubes, and I'm going to make a little 6-inch straight to a switcher that then I can switch between 3, maybe 4. Eventually probably run more 6-inch as far over as I can for some of these, but for now just extend the 6-inch up the wall as much as possible and then go from there, just so that works a little bit better, because the suction when it gets all the way over to the table saw is not as great as I would like, especially now after adding in the tubing for the CNC. So I'm hoping that this will improve things quite a bit. But that is going to take a few days to print everything because my printer is old and slow. I got a bloop, but I don't see a message. Where did that message come from? What's broken? I don't know. That's weird. Huh. Maybe I need to leave Streamlabs open for this to work. Oh, there it is. I'm on stream streak watching you 5 times. Heck yeah. Stream streak. Party. Chat box. We'll just leave this window open and minimized, and maybe it will keep things working better. Okay. A lot of stuff I gotta order too, but I don't need to think about that right now. Oh boy. Hello, babies down there. Okay. What's up, Maddie? What's up? I'm on the wrong camera. I wish Stream Deck was wireless. Oh, what should I work on then? So, Guy didn't want these back. I really should just make a little box of stuff to take to the garage that I don't need here. I don't even know where the other gauntlet went. This might be a better box. No, that's huge. This is smaller. Okay. We're gonna put all of this in here and eventually find the other gauntlet I thought was here, but I guess not. I must have already thrown it somewhere. Huh. I also need to work on getting all of my IWrap stuff together. How do I lose a gauntlet shell? That's wild. I'm sure I threw it in a box somewhere since I wasn't going to need them. Oh. They'll show up eventually. Let's go over to this side. Oh yeah, I can still feel this paint's a little... This paint definitely takes an extra little minute to dry like it should. Kind of a gummy paint. Very weird. Yeah, I'm gonna be dressing very light, and I'm gonna bring a fan, a little Ryobi fan and stuff, because yeah, I don't even want to look at how hot it's gonna be. I don't want to be discouraged from going by knowing how hot. I still need a frame, probably, kind of, maybe. I still need a TV back here too. That duplicates everything. You know, I could use this as wood storage up here, couldn't I? That would make sense. Another use for that plexiglass. Okay. Oh, I don't need the fan on. I should have put that fan on a timer. There's so many times that I just leave it on and it's sucking out all my cold air. Okay. Hopefully these are good to sand some more. I suppose I can do that. Let's get to 20. I don't really want to be right under this exhaust. Yoink. Still a little, but for a quick pass, it should be fine. We just don't need a lot. This filler primer sometimes takes forever to fully dry. But these don't really need a lot of sanding. Just kind of need a nice little cleanup. I also need to get them ready for the side greeblies. You probably will be hit again with white. Just one more time. Side greeblies, though. Let's grab those. And probably a Forstner bit. Been a while since I've installed one of these with the little thingies that Dakota includes. You are super, super tight, so we'll start with this size and go from there. Woo! Okay, yeah, that'll work great. It just needs to be cleaned up a little. Cool, cool. That comes off. That comes off. Heck, I can barely see that color. So these don't always line up exactly perfect. Yoink, woo, spinning around. All right, that's off. Let's do a test fit. I guess I could have brought them over with me, but that's fine. Good. Good. Okay. Now those need to be glued in. So I need the other one, which is also over here, I thought. They were in a bag. What did I do with the bag? How do I do this? Did I? Oh, there's a lot of crap in my pocket. Oh, here they are. With the Forstner bit. I guess that makes sense. Okay, so I'm never quite clear on exactly which one of these, Dakota. They always look the same to me. He told me once what the difference is, but I have since forgotten. Sorry, Dakota. But that's okay. But there, you're just gonna go in here with some clamps. Like so. Oh, you're slipping off. And you are stuck on my glove. Oh, come on. Can you stop slipping off, please? It would be awesome. Okay. I guess we're using, oh no, I have some more smaller clamps. Oh gosh. And now you. Okay. And now the little thing that it screws onto, I'm going to epoxy in place. So I can then unscrew. Well, actually, I think Mario just paints those, if I remember correctly. Although it has been a good minute. I believe he also paints the inner greeblies too. Okay. So we're gonna slather this around on the inside and the inside of this one. Preferably attempt to set them upright like this so the epoxy kind of drains around the greebly. Okay, and now while that's setting, I'm going to check my reference material, make sure that I'm not crazy. Okay, no, he does tape, probably tapes them off. Well, I should really look at the more period accurate ones. Oh, right, he just tapes the outer edge off, that's right. But then he doesn't tape the inner discs. Oh, auto snoring. I wonder how my print's doing. I wish I could see a percentage on my camera. My printer's too old. One of these days I'm gonna flash Marlin on it so I can use Octoprint, but I just haven't gotten to that. Kind of scared. Don't want to break it. Not that it's a particularly good printer, but I have had it for 9 years now, and it's still good. Like, it's not bamboo good, but like, honestly, a little maintenance and I probably could get it pretty freaking good. But okay, those are going. Let me put one of these new cans of white primer in my shaker. I hate how much white primer Jetpacks use. Oh. It's still in here good? Yeah, it's just the whole thing wobbles a bit because it's a cheap drill. Oh, I'm on this camera. Hi. Oh. So I will, yeah, those go on, and then as soon as that jetpack is just a little bit more dry, I mean, honestly, the back can and probably should get a little messed up, because the real one is. Like, I can scrape the paint off the hooks and stuff and just let it naturally weather back there. Oh, I did not hit the bottom of this. Whoops. Easy enough. I do like this color. Once it gets weathered, should look really good. We'll go back to this camera over here. All right, that's plenty for that. Never hurts to give it a little extra handshake. So I need these guys. Oh, these still need to be outwardly sanded. That's right. So I need the drill chuck for that. And the drill. Gives me a little bit more to do while that's drying, which is cool. Right, you can't. I bought this because I thought it would be able to get that low. Oh, that's right. I can do it like this. Oh, well, maybe. It'll work. It'll work for this purpose. Good. Now the other one. Oh, come on. Nope. Okay. I still need to get those out, which I don't really want to do right now, and I don't really need to do right now. So just gotta get the afterburners in there. Is this hardened yet? Yeah, that's hardened. And I didn't move the camera again. Here we go. Woo. Okay. Except now I'm going to walk right over there and do another thing, but it's just a quick thing. Where is my super glue? Right next to me. Excellent. That should still kick eventually. It's just going to take a little while for it to creep down in there. Okay. Now for the sake of all this, well, I guess I could leave these on. So they do get paint on them, just a little bit less. Is there any point to putting super glue in those? Probably not. Maybe the backside of you? Oh, super glue fumes. Wondrous. All right. So that's all extra now, extra little bits and bobs. All that's going. And now I just need to very quickly scrape off the paint from the insides. And in my experience, super glue works fantastic here. No need to get super fancy. Because it's just resin to resin. On a not very structural part. One thruster. They're also pretty tight fit. Lou did a really good job with the tolerances. Two thruster. Okay. So those just need a little bit of tape on the outer part of the disc. And then primer. Oh, my 3D printer cam just got some really weird artifacts for a second. That was interesting to see. And boink. Okay. Let's get some self-etching primer on those greeblies. Oh. Oh, God. Okay. It'll be about time to replace that filter soon, too. How much painting I do. Okay. Okay, that. Well, I guess I can hit you with white since I'm waiting on everything else. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this filter needs replacing very soon. It is not really sucking that much through that filter. Oh, right, this also can get white. Everything gets nice and white. Rust-Oleum primer did not mix as nicely as I know it can. White primer is always, I guess, just it's in the nature of white paint. It's always so thin. I really need to make my V2 paint shaker. That'd be a fun video. But that stuff can dry. I guess I can go to peel off all of that on the jetpack while initial primer layers are drying. Well, this has been on for a couple days. Not usually an issue, but especially when everything is going to be weathered to hell. But now for the cursed clean Jedi jetpack, or mostly clean anyway. Before it gets all dirty. Not yet. This is also Jedi jetpack. But that'll be when I do all the Empire packs, I'm gonna actually be doing quite a few of them at once. Hell, I might even do one for myself while I'm at it. Okay, all that peeled off just fine and dandy. A little bit of peeling on the masking fluid I didn't want yet, but I can just hit it again. Don't want to peel the masking fluid until I've weathered it, but some of it is just gonna peel from all of the tape. Nope, not yet. You ain't peeling off yet. Thank you. You stay down. Yeah, that's gonna peel because it got on the tape, which is fine. Nice and clean, nice and clean. That's a little overspray there, but I can fix that. This is 7CS, which I now have his sculpts. By far the most accurate fan sculpts. Next to a de novo pack, they're nearly indistinguishable. There's just a few little details, but I will be fixing those with some other stuff that he provided when I bought all his stuff. But that's going to be a very expensive endeavor, and I'm not there yet. Oh, peeling all of this tape is never fun. My goal is to finish the jetpack body today, which should be possible, or at least finish the, you know, besides sitting there for an hour and brushing on little details. But just, you know, the main paint and weathering. So the weathering doesn't take too long once all of this is peeled off. Ooh, that vinyl tape is nice. I've never used the vinyl tape before. Have to do a little bit of masking before the weathering. As expected. That is a-okay. Oh, wow. Okay, I am a fan of vinyl tape. That was clean. Really didn't need to. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. I will just get remasked. Come on. Come on. Okay. And almost done with the tape. I'm really digging this mix of blue I did, and I left my fan on again. I don't need to be leaving this fan on and sucking out all my cold air. Although I guess I can put another layer of white while I'm walking over there. Okay. Come on, blow out. Good. And this thing just gets dirty to hell. It's oranges and browns and grays. Everything's machine craft, metal wise. I only use his metal parts. They are by far the most accurate and the cheapest. So everything metal that I use is always his. Okay, is that all my tape? What's up, Otto? You look sad. Are you hungry? It is about your dinner time, ain't it? Here you go, honey. There you go, just for you, chunky butt. Okay. And now I need, oh, looks like Discord did something. Okay. You. And oh my. There we go. Where is my applicator? MIA. I will grab another one. And grab a reference shot at the front so I know where the white needs to be masked off. There is a little bit of it. But first I need to remask the silver. And this white. And this silver. And then we mask the little bits of white that don't get weathered. Use that. And then, actually I need to see a modern one. It's so hard to tell. Okay, that's silver chipping. So that'll get brushed on. And then over here, okay, we're going to do this reference. And then we're going to pull up this reference. It's just this big chip here on the rivet. Which honestly looks like they just like busted a piece of the gel coat off when they were drilling this out. Because it's really nice and clean. One day I'll probably make a stencil for that. And then that little bit. And now let's flip over to the other side. That is a little bit of white right there. Okay. Everything else should be pretty good. I'm gonna put that there just to make sure. Oh, I left a little bit down here. Okay. Yep, that all looks great. So now we let that dry, and then it will be weathering time, which is always a journey. Yoink. Okay. Yoink. 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 So we're gonna hit everything. Let's see, what was he saying earlier up here? Uh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a great color. Um, Beautiful. What can I do while that's drying? Um, I don't know. Let's check on stuff I'm priming. You still need a little more white because you're really not covering. Thrusters will sit for a minute. Let's put the caps on the drying rack. I guess I can. Oh, am I frozen? Why am I frozen? Oh, I'm not frozen. I'm just dumb. Droid cam. I just keep mixing my cameras up. Okay. Jetpacks are a lot of work, guys. A lot of flipping work. Yeah. All right, flip you back. Bring you back here because I just need to wait for stuff to dry, I guess. I got this armor to trim. That'll be next after this jet. Well, that and the servo. So I guess I will set this over here so I remember to trim it next. I'm not really going to bother. Not really going to bother trimming it on stream because that just. I'll just have to sit there with earplugs in. So, like, I can really not with earplugs in, but I won't be able to hear chat because it'll be so freaking loud. So there's no point in that. Oh, I lost one of my key rods. Here it is. This thing loves to stick. This little vice jaw thing I have. I think I'm just gonna kind of put it back in its little home and spray a bunch of silicone on it and let it really sink in there. Yoink. Is fan on? No, fan's not on. Good, good, good. Oh. What's going on my phone? No. Cool. Okay. Yeah, the second half of the jetpack is just sitting here with a paintbrush for like 2 hours and just, so that's not very fun. But I might end up doing some, well, I mean, I got, all that white primer is going to have to dry for a while. I guess I could do the rocket tip. Figure it out. One of these days. One of these days. So how's chat? Anyone working on anything fun? Okay, if you can hear me, how's Anime Ohio going? I don't know if she has her audio on or if she's even still there. But I see there's some people here. I need a Pantone booklet one of these days. But they are expensive. Um, at least 3. Although I might end up doing more just in a big old batch. But yeah, I've got the De Novo pack and then 2 7 Cat Studios / my jetpacks. And then I might, if I'm doing that many empires, I might as well do one more in the batch, and maybe that one will be for me or just to sell. I don't know yet. I do eventually want like a wall of jetpacks because I love the jetpacks, but they are cumbersome and annoying to do. Yeah, yours is the De Novo one. I got it sitting right over there in the box so it doesn't get all dirty while it's sitting in the queue. Uh, oops. Trying to contact Lou, 7 Cat Studios, but there we go. Fusion, sign me out. Damn you, Fusion. Sending code via email. Blah, 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 blah. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. I got so many freaking emails. Open product. Come on, Fusion. Let's see if it'll open. Because Dakota seems to think it won't. I haven't actually tried. Oh. Nice. Nice. Oh. Gotta get this jetpack printed. I have a beautiful, beautiful 3D file here. Fusion is not happy on this computer though, with everything else I've got running. Oh, look at you. I haven't actually looked at these files yet. Uh, Question is, did he... Looks like he named a lot of this, but... Oh, I thought I saw slotted flange. Oh, that's that thing. Spacer. Oh man, he modeled it as one big body. That sucks. I was gonna hopefully do that with tubes, but I can oh my god, I do not. It's been too long, I don't remember how Fusion works. I wonder which one of... He's got so many files in a classic fashion of anyone who's done anything digitally. We've got final 1, and version 47 final-ish. Oh, it's great. Oh, you even made mold boxes. Look at that. Final 1. That looks like the most recently... Oh no, we have a final-ish that's a newer file. Oh, it's hilarious. Oh my goodness, this computer out here is struggling hard. Goodness gracious, my dude. Oh, he was modeling a lot of stuff. Oh, he's got a modeled Molex connector. That's good. I know I'm just looking at a screen and it's super boring, but I'm waiting for stuff to dry, so. Sorry, gang. I wonder if I can also export these bodies. Export. I know you're usually here. Save as mesh. Oh, look at that. It did work. Oh, cool. Oh, and then he's got, I see. This one is kind of, oh. Uh-huh. Oh, and then the back just, I get it. I get it. That's cool. Oh, and it looks like he actually made the, oh, he didn't. But I might actually be able to do what I want. Huh. Well, ain't that handy dandy. Handy a dandy. So I'll just have to find someone to print this in like insanely good resolution and then start the process of sanding for 60 million years. Yep. Not looking forward to that. Okay, let's get out of all this. Because I got a bajillion. My computer is now a furnace. Okay. I think I should be good to start doing some weathering now on this jetpack. So I'm gonna get you. These are gonna be my two main reference. I'm gonna make chat smaller on this screen. I'm just gonna take that away because I don't need that right now. Yeah. So let's switch to phone camera. Switch to this. We're gonna move these out of here. Ah, oh god, it's so heavy. Get that back over here, which honestly does not need to be on the swivel. So the jetpack can kind of move on its own. That, oh, that is straight off. Okay, we're already getting some natural weathering on the back, which is fine. Okay, so we're gonna put that on there. I'm gonna first double check my camera angle since I don't have my preview monitor up. Yep, that looks pretty good. What if I kind of, so it's not right on the, that's fine. Get gloves. I'm gonna first fix this little overspray here. Which is armor yellow. Gives a little overspray on the white, but that's okay because that's just going to get weathered anyway. And why is... Okay. Now I want to get my reefer orange. We're going to do just a little bit of highlighting with the orange. First, I'm going to run over here. Oh, we are sealed up pretty good there. And oh, so we're just going to do a little bit of orange before any other weathering on the main yellow to kind of kick it back a little bit. And then any of the weird overspray on the white will be covered up with weathering. Okay. Now I want to get a picture up of the bottom. Well, I guess I can start with, okay, let me move this table out of the way. So I'm just going to be going back and forth a lot. Okay. And now let's switch to the bottom. Which kind of looks like it mostly missed the orange. And if it looks a little too orange right now, it'll be kicked back with brown later on in the process. And everything else. Really, I should change my color temperature of these lights. Something slightly more yellow, at least. Okay. So now let's do roof brown misting. That'll be good. Kind of kick that back a little bit. Says I have a thin bottle here, but it doesn't sound like there's anything in it. Yeah, that's empty. That's empty. And droppers. And a stick. Roof brown, when sprayed over, also gives kind of a yellow or an oranging effect, but it's a little darker. So spray that down like that. Flip you. I actually made that a little on the thin side. Okay. Now switch back. This image. I'm gonna flip you back over. Constantly looking at my monitor up here. There's my reference material on it. The goal with the roof brown is to mainly hit the yellow, but anything that gets on the other colors will be washed out with the grays and blacks. I can't imagine he weathered each pass individually or each color individually, but he could have, but this gives the same effect, so it's fine. Okay. Now we're just going to kind of do a light pass. And then a little over with the brown on that side. That's a little heavy, but that's okay. That'll be re-hit with gray. Anywhere else gets brown? Not particularly. A little bit kind of around. Just to kind of break it up a little. But for the most part, it's flex and stuff. Okay, that's good for brown. Now we're going to do Old Reliable Lark Dark. And it'll be quite a bit of Lark Dark. A little bit more. Okay. So now we're gonna kick back all that brown. As well as just kind of misting the whole bit of white. And then in the creases. On that. Basically everything gets kind of a misting of Lark Dark because it just really helps. Okay. So now we're going to kind of hit the high spots. Oh, shit. It's all right. That's all right. Nothing I can't deal with. That's why you cap your airbrushes, kids. There we go. Okay, how are we looking overall? Pretty good. Once I get the piano keys on, I will be coming back with a little bit more weathering. Now I want to switch to some different reference material. So we're going to do the bottom. And an older picture. So I can check all my colors. Good, good. A little bit on listing down there. Okay. Now we're going to flip. And at some point during Jedi production, they dirtied the hell up on the bottom of this, probably because they scuffed it to hell. And so they were just like, just weather it more to cover up. And then there's scuffs on scuffs on scuffs. But you can see how dirty this is in one of the shots on Jedi. Of course, give everything kind of a nice misting. And no, there's no vent for Jedi Hero because it was not in the costume when they were filming. For whatever reason. Must have fallen out. Now we're going to flip this back. Focus on a side. Okay. Now we do, I believe it's light grime for a few little highlights. I don't think that was Mario's doing. But and then I might hit some white once all this dries. White on the white, because it is a little heavy. But once it's dry, it's going to be a little easier to tell. There's some light grime highlighting down here. And here. And probably some on the white. Now let me switch images again. So there's some images that are lit so horribly that it actually shows where the grime is pretty good. All right, and we're going to flip over here and give a little light. A little lighter up there, a little lighter up here. Yada, yada. And I did make this one a little more orange, but that's because it's going for level 2 501st, and JP says that it is more orange. I personally don't agree, but you know, he's the one judging, so. Weather black. I need a little bit of weather black. Or, no, yeah, we'll do weather black. It was used a little bit. But I don't need a ton. Come on. Apparently I don't have a ton left anyway. Oh, there we go. Okay. As we go weathered black on the edge spine here. And a little bit there, not really much at all. And then some up in here. Okay, that's good. Now let's focus on the centerpiece. The center spine thing. Because it does have, I've already got a little bit of a dark streak through it, which is good. I just want it all to be a little bit darker around here. And that's all good. That's all good. Yeah. That's fine. Good. Good. And yeah, I like that. Okay. That, and then now I just need a little bit of red, the smallest amount, because there's just kind of a little bit of some red overspraying. Right about there. Right about there. Right about there. All right. Now let's start putting some browns away. Light grime can join the grime family. Lark. Weathered black. And now we'll take this out of direct light. Bring it over here. Yeah, that might be a little on the dark side. I've got that a little heavy, but honestly, it looks pretty good. And once everything is peeled off, it's going to be a lot harder to really see anything. Okay. There is a little bit of white overspray down there, actually. I might do something I haven't done before. I think it will. I'm gonna just put some tape down like this. Should probably use bigger tape. Oh, well, that's all that tape. Oink. I have so many odds and ends tapes somehow. I'm trying to use them all up before I open up. No. Okay, I'm going to take this back over here and I'm just going to very gently and lightly mist some white on. Just to bring that back a little bit. Because it is a little dark, and I did notice a little bit of white overspray anyway, where he may have done that. Oh, yeah. That's much better. And I get that weird little... Yeah, okay. Now let's peel this off. Okay, okay, I dig it. Peel this off. Just a little bit there. A little bit there. Very good, very good. Love it, love it, love it. In the future, I might actually start to leave the white masked off. But now I've got that weird white overspray that I see. And it's just dialed back just a little bit. I don't know if there's anything in this rust bottle. It is. Sounds pretty empty. Okay, there's a little. And I mimic that epoxy smear with rust, because it's the best analog that I've got. And then I'm also going to grab my silver and do a little bit of topical where I See, I need it before I go peeling. Silver. Oh, okay. Yeah, you did have a little bit in you. Okay, that chip hasn't happened yet, but there's definitely some going up the side here. I can see its reflection in some old photos. I love this silver because you can put it on topically, and if it's small enough, or just, little strokes, you literally cannot tell that it was topical, which is amazing. Which makes getting a lot of these really tiny scratches a lot easier and in some cases possible. This side is going to be the side that I need a better photo. There we go. I should just bring my, well, I guess now, okay, I can switch back to the floor mount. And I can bring, well, actually, I can just sit at my desk and do this, honestly. Because this is the part where it's just, all right, bring this back. Bring you back. Switch to this camera. Get my thing of paint and you can do pretty large areas with this paint too. You just have to do it quickly. So there's no time for like brush strokes to really. Really form in there. I did misidentify these. They are definitely silver, which is okay. All right. Now let's start taking off some of this masking fluid. Good. Very good. Mostly did all of this in white down here, but I'm going to go and brush on a lot of the silver that I can see. It's just a bunch of like little dots. Where's my, I need a different shot. This shot. So I can attempt to identify which scrapes were there at filming. Okay. I think I'm going to unmask everything now. This is a very tedious process. And crap gets flipping everywhere. What time is it? 8:30. I need my X-Acto blade. Where is the freaking end of this tape? There it is. I still need to do the stripes and stuff too. That's just simple black. I'm not concerned about it in the slightest. Oh, where'd my phone? Oh yeah, it's being used as the camera. Well, a camera, not this camera. Some of these damage things I have stencils for. It's significantly better. The tip of my X-Acto is broken. I just replaced this. Oh, my printer's done. Oh, hey, Dan. Yes, this is... I'm ever so slowly peeling everything off. I got the weathering done. Well, I mean, the paint weathering. I still need to brush on some more damage once it's all peeled. And then all of the other bits and bobs, but hey, it's coming along. I also painted it slightly more orange than I usually do because I got some feedback from JB of the Bounty Hunters Guild. And he said I do mine too yellow. I disagree, but he's going to be the one that is judging. So I went with what he thought was best. This was also the first time that I've painted the blue with the beacon and the stabilizer on, like Mario did. Usually I paint them separately, but figured at this time I would do it in the same order he did, which means if you were to unscrew them, you would see white underneath, which is also what you would see on the original packs if you removed them. So a little extra bit of fun there. You definitely just hit this beacon with a lot of hello. You definitely just hit this beacon with a bunch of Vaseline. Where are you located again? Steps. I can't say it. Stack. Why is this so hard for me? Stackrazulu. These jetpacks are a pain in the butt. I'm gonna tell you what. Right, Cleveland. I know Angela's up there, but I think she already said she couldn't or something. I don't know who else is in Cleveland off the top of my head. I'd get you, but I'm clear on the other side of the state, so that wouldn't make much sense. Oh. Need to find the piano keys and get them on here. Or print more. I think Lou was just having me print them. I think that was the thing. Okay. Okay, grab my phone. And get some pictures of this. Uh, camera. I'm also in incredibly horrible lighting right now for reference. Just shots anyway. Let's turn you on. And why is my phone? Desk lamp. Groovy. Come on. Okay, sure. I think it's it's Android. This is an Android household. You. I think this is a pretty good color. May have overweathered it a little bit in spots, but that's okay. My phone camera is better than any camera I have. I got a DSLR, I mean, for streaming anyway. Goodness, I got all kinds of stuff going on. Okay, Okay. Ah. Trying to get these big scrapes out. There we go. Oh, that's a weird. This it peeled up there a little bit. Yoink. These giant white scrapes were technically fixed before filming, but CRL has them, so because they see the promo shots as hero reference, which I mean they technically are, but kind of all just depends on what version you're going after. So much better than painting that. Now I just need a little bit of cleanup here and there, and a lot of brush on work. And I got even more little specks that I didn't see before. How tall are you? I don't think you can be too tall for boba. That's not too tall. You'd definitely be a tall boba. but I wouldn't say that's too tall. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, I don't even know. The cape alone weighs a crap ton. I don't even know how you would be able to do that one lighter. I'm sure it's possible, but that would definitely be a tricky one. Oh, I guess I can throw the beacon on. Where's my paintbrush? Here it is. I need to fix this right here, just so it's not standing out. There we go. That'll do. That'll fix it. A little bit. Man, this is a gorgeous color. I also got married on Halloween. Twinsies. But I'm like a whimsy spooky person, not like a horror spooky person. Oh, we got more to peel off there. There's always more to peel off. Wow, this lighting sucks. 8:53. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, my silver's dried up a little bit. Okay. So now it's basically just sitting here and constantly, save my neck and kind of come in here a little bit. Oh goodness. All right, there we go. Switch to that light, that's fine. I know it's not as good for streaming, but I'm just constantly looking back and forth. So to my obsessive level of detail. Ugh, I'm gonna be probably wrapping up relatively soon, but I've still got time. Ah, silver's dry up. What's up, Maddie? Okay. New silver. Much better. Much better. I'm gonna wait to do the tanks until I get the um stripe on. It's 9 o'clock. Okay, that was masking fluid. Thought it was. Oh my goodness. Also gonna wait to do that top tank until oh, that's this side. I think when I'm recovering from surgery, I'm gonna slowly take the time to make templates for all these sizes of, or all these sides of the jetpack, as it is so much. Also, that in itself is going to be a very long and painful endeavor. Make sure I've got this right while I'm looking at it. That's all good. Extra little line there. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, that's all of that. Oh, all my cameras went out. Come on. Gotta make sure my fat ass dog is not eating her sister's food. Okay. Now let's look at this tank. Looks pretty good to start off with. By the time filming comes around, we're looking closer to that. Just needs a few little dots here and there. Okay, we're going down. We got that. We got that. We got all of that. We've got that. Should go down a little bit more. Dot here. Dot here. That's good. That's good. Check up here by the keys. A little bit more down here. A little bit more on the white. That's all good. That's all good. I don't even want to think about the bottom yet. The bottom is so much. All right, let's look at now up here. So it's just like little a bunch of little chips. Probably, he probably had Vaseline on his hands and then went to touch it. And then put all of this on here. I've spent so long doing paint chips. Really, the trick is to not think while you're doing it. And don't uh don't make them blobby. Like give it a little rough. Don't just do like a blob of masking fluid or whatever. Give it little, like kind of shake your hand while you're putting the masking fluid down. So that way you get little kind of spikes and stuff. And add little chips. A lot of people just do big splotches, and that's not very realistic. You need some big splotches, but really a lot of small itty bitty things too, which is just going back over with a brush to get those little tiny chips can really, really do a lot. But the biggest thing is, you have to try to be random. Humans are really bad at being random. But if you just kind of make sure that you don't make your blobs too uniform or too smooth, will really go a long way. And also just kind of think about what parts of it would get scraped off first. Like, the high parts are going to have a lot more aggressive chipping than the low parts on something like a jetpack. I mean, on armor, the edges are going to be hit first too. But really, it's just a lot of what I see with paint chips that don't quite look right is a lot of people just randomly splatting big circular chips instead of a variation and not all perfectly smooth. And small scrapes happen a lot naturally. Which is really nice to do with a little liner brush. Just get a little silver and just do little tiny scrapes. For the most part, my go-to weathering method is masking for large chips, but then like on a custom piece especially, I just kind of sit there with a paintbrush, turn my brain off and just kind of shake my hand as I'm brushing to get a bunch of tiny little, just basically what I'm doing now, just also looking at reference material. But just to get a bunch of sharp edges, a little bit more random. Got to trust the process with weathering. It's going to look bad before it looks good. In some cases, it's going to look really bad before it looks good. All right, where's that shot of Dickie? Boba Fett, Jedi. Filming. Not that it really, you can see anything at all, but it's kind of the best glimpse we have at whatever was happening on the bottom during filming. We're going to pull up some various other reference material from the time of filming and add in more of these little scrapes. Also, when weathering, adding a second color like Boba's armor has, even though it doesn't necessarily make the most sense, really makes it just look so much more visually interesting. I'm sure a lot of this is probably better off white, but it's not exactly something I can see all too well. So we are doing it like this. There's Glenn on the hero pack. This is also a hero pack, but it doesn't really give me that much better of an angle. Probably go over those edges with some white. So that would make sense for it to go down to the bare gel coat there. White, this white. Very good. Do I have any other shots here? You might give something. Yeah, you give a little bit. Got some white exposed up here. Got some light exposed on this corner. all these high spots. That's silver. I already got. Okay. Now let's take a look at, oh, yeah, okay. I guess I can take a look at that too. Anything sticking out? Not particularly. Uh, I want the wood shot. No, I want to go back to reference material. That's right. Now I want to see if I can. So there is a little bit of white here. That whole chip comes off for filming and then proceeds to get fixed eventually. I need a good shot of the front. Good shot of the spine. Mixed with the black and white photo of not the spine. Filming. See where we're at. Yeah, that looks good. That wasn't there yet. That's silver. That's not there yet. None of that's white. That's all just kind of beat to hell. Yeah. Okay. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's all fixed. This. Um, that is as much as I'm going to be able to do before I do the stripes. Okay, I'm going to move this. I'm also going to Boba Fett, paint by part, Jedi jetpack. I'm just leaving myself some notes for next time because I always let's try to do that. Hope see you soon. Hope see you at the armor party. See ya. I need to wrap up streaming here soon anyway. As far as I know, yes. Not many people offer a lot of post Sarlacc stuff because there's just not much of a market. Red Bow is definitely the best, in my opinion. His post Sarlacc stuff is phenomenal. But yeah, as far as I know, there's really JJ might have something, but it's been a while. Woodman, I think, only does files, and I also don't care for his files that much personally. But yeah, I've been wanting to get into the post Sarlacc market, but it has not been worth the time and money and investment to get into it. The hype around that costume died pretty fast. I think Book of Boba killed it, to be honest. Okay, I need to make uh I don't know anything about them. I like post Sarlacc the most. I don't really like I came up with Boba Fresh. I don't really like Rearmored as much. I don't like Book of Boba at all. I think it completely loses the charm of Boba. Um Dynamo Fett or whatever the heck it's called. Uh-huh. I guess that's why I haven't heard of him. He's different circles. Okay, I need to yep, I guess just set this somewhere. I need to make sure I got that off, that off. That's good. Turn you off. Whoops. Okay. And get the apron off. Let's see here. I like that. I like acid fat. All right, we're gonna close out of that. I just about ready to wrap up here. Just checking some stuff. It's like a lot of messages. Okay, I'm gonna close out of what camera am I on that one? Okay, we're gonna stop. Yes. Close all of that. Am I forgetting to do anything before I pack it up? Don't think so. Oh, there's my, that's what I was looking for earlier. Could do a little bit more cleaning, but it's fine. Workbench is mostly clean, mostly clear. When I first proposed that name, there were some people that just hated it in the comments. It was very funny. Okay, so this is going inside, that's going there. I need to adjust the AC since I'm not going to be out here for a little hot minute. I don't need to be paying so much. Fan auto. Okay. Thank you for joining me today. I am gonna wrap up here, probably just put one more layer of primer on some of that stuff and then head inside as my dog's already starting to pout. So thank you for joining today. Let's where am I? Here I am.